light on?
Tis recording.
Is it recording? Do we have the UV light on?
No, we don't.
Oh, look at our great lighting. You can see exactly how old we are.
How old
Jay
am I?
here is a porn star. They're 19 because that's legal here. They look 19, and that's why they get carded. I'm Skull. And what's the date? We're recording live
June 28th,
June 28th
12:47 a.m.
in the PN
Overnight, June
late
27th.
night, June 27th. The day of the week was Tuesday. Tuesday. Tuesday.
Two for
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We have Taco Tuesday. We have two crowlers. BOGO
Oh, at the
at
jobby.
the jobby. Well, that shift is still the bomb. It's the fucking bomb.
That's great.
It
And
is.
I got to talk about service industry tonight, as opposed to Skull here, who usually goes off, but I got to go off about service industry.
We socialized tonight. We socialized. So, what's going on in body neutrality? Did we do any research?
I have not done any research. Have you done any research?
No, I've thought about it a little bit, and I do like the balance. It's a non-binary attitude, is what you presented.
Yeah, it's like we didn't do the research, and like I don't feel good and I don't feel bad about it.
There's no
It
new
just is
basketball
what it is.
news.
It's like in the ether, I can return to it whenever I please.
How do we feel
Or
about
whenever I
coercion?
displease.
Coercion is bad, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
What are you setting up? A joke?
Well,
It's a
right.
joke.
Does good bad binary exist?
Right. There's like
The yin and the yang,
right. There's like
black
rules
and
of
white,
morality, but
one
like
and zero.
even you can add no, but you can add little details that are like, oh, but what about this?
Right. Right.
Oh, but what about this like little tiny example? Or like
What about the
how
TV
about
series
like how all
Lucifer?
of these other things led up to this example and like at what point did it become good or bad?
What about non-binary people
Yeah. What about me?
and other non-binary people too?
Yeah, and you want me to put an X on my ID so when there's some sort of like weird, like whatever fascist shit, they can be like, oh, you're recorded as an X
Right.
gender.
Right. Right.
So you're first to be exterminated, like
Yeah.
you dumb
Third party
bitch.
voters. Oh, you registered with a third party,
Oh,
the
you
Libertarian Party, the Green Party. Like, no, yeah, gas chamber, F bomb, not that F
right.
bomb, different F bomb. Yeah,
Yikes.
baguette F bomb. Like if you're like burning bread.
May he rest in peace.
Oh, are you talking about Jesus Christ? Hail Jesus! Hail! Hail Jesus! Hail the American flag! Jesus in America.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, right, exactly.
The sweetest, babyest of Jesus, though,
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, sweet
You know.
bitches. Okay, so Jay has never seen Talladega Nights.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you haven't?
I have.
Well, so there's a race car driver
Played by what's his name? Elf.
played by Ricky
Will
Bobby.
Fair no. Will. Will?
What's the other actor? He's from
Oh
Guardians of the
yeah.
Galaxy
He
and Magnolia.
Step Brothers?
Charles J. Riley.
I don't know who that is. He
Step
was the
Brothers.
Step
Yeah,
Brother.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
the Step
Charles J.
Brother.
Riley.
Uh-huh.
That's his name. And he was like, "Hey, I'm part of like Nova and using Guardians of the Galaxy."
I don't remember that one.
Oh, okay.
Have I seen it?
But what was his name in Talladega Nights?
Ricky Bobby? I don't know.
No,
That was one of them, but I don't know
that
the
was
name.
William Ferrell.
Yeah. I don't know their
Oh yeah, right.
name.
His name was like Bobby Ricky or something.
Oh, it was just the
American.
opposite.
He's like, my name's Bobby Ricky. America. America.
America.
America.
America.
Oh, really? Okay, so we're gonna try to get a website going. I just want to let the listeners know that it's not in vain. I'm giving you some optimism.
We're giving you content. What else do you want from us?
Giving.
Voice clip us.
Giving.
I don't know. Take our
Giving.
shit out of context.
Like
I
and
don't
subscribe.
care.
Like and subscribe. We've been doing this for a week. Is that the show?
I don't know. It felt like it.
Well, I just like can we
One
talk
more topic?
about
Yes.
well, so two more topics.
Uh-huh.
One, body neutrality.
We're asking. We're not giving. We're asking now.
So let's try to start just at the beginning of this end of this podcast. What is a formulation about? We're saying body neutrality is like a third party. Like there's the Libertarian Party, there's the Green Party. So those are like the fourth parties.
I think
tied for fourth.
I think it's imagining a world that's completely separate from what we already exist in.
But in American politics,
Uh-huh.
we have parties, right? Like,
okay.
So you go to anarchist stuff and there's like, I'm a Democrat. And you know.
No, what I'm saying is even if you have these political parties, you're still like within this realm of something that already exists. You're not completely breaking away from it and like creating something separate or
you're participating in the government.
Yes, like by participating in the government as something that we can already fathom that exists, like instead of just like creating something new or like diverting away from what already exists into like something new or I don't know, something better for people.
So no matter what party it is in America, it's American. And it's like, oh shit, I'm not done with that.
So
you know, it's a red, white, and blue. It's a the cars and bars and whatever cars.
I think that once people get into politics,
what do you mean you want a fast train? We got cars here.
I think once people get into politics and are paid like, whatever it may be, a living wage, what does that mean? And they're like,
I own a house in a desirable neighborhood.
Privilege, and I want to protect that privilege as much as possible. Yes. Yeah. Right. So
401k.
Like it's not buying for the people anymore.
Roth IRA.
Threatened. They feel threatened.
Right. I got a house.
What protections were built into these systems that already exist?
Right. They're not egalitarian protections.
Right.
They're hierarchical. Right now, our system is the capitalist protections. So I think the great conflict of the 21st century is a binary that I'm bringing here, but I think it's capitalism versus hierarchy. No, I'm wasted. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm crossed up. Capitalism versus democracy. I think it's like democracy is hierarchical. It's still the government. It's still not anarchist. It's still not just an egalitarian.
Right.
But the anarchists are not part of the great conflict of the 21st century. The anarchists are fringe operators trying to just have their own lifestyle, as they always have been and will be in the future. I mean,
but still exist within society as it stands, like still have the comforts and pleasures of existing in our society as it stands,
as opposed to anarchists in China,
as opposed to anarchists who are like, all right, off grid, I'm going feral.
Right. They're living that lifestyle. And that's a political choice as well.
Right.
Yeah. Fair. I like respect those people. I'm into that. It would be cool if more people did that.
Right.
But that's not the only form of anarchism that can exist.
Right. I understand. But what I was kind of getting at was like, they can still fall back on our structures as it exists.
They can be like, my foot, I'm going to a doctor. I'm going to urgent care. I stepped on a branch.
I have the luxury of being able to rely on the government for my Medicaid.
Right. Well, see, but that's the thing. There are people who they're not claiming to go feral that like live in cities and participate in more communal networks. Socialized networks, communal and also interact with the government. I mean, that's one of the concepts that I thought was like, oh, okay, that's interesting and I think fair to use is like Anarchists pay their taxes. They don't want to have that government
Frederick
interaction.
Douglass is the one who quoted that. Am I wrong?
I'm
Anarchists
even thinking
still pay their taxes.
they still because, but the reason why is that they don't want to interact with the government. And if you don't pay your taxes, then now you're going to be on their radar. Now they're going to start to come after you. Now they're going to try to figure out who you are. Pay your taxes, live your life, and have them be like, hey, they pay their taxes. They don't have time to
We'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I mean,
but like,
they're never going to leave you alone. But also, government exists. We're not going to live outside of us, like planet Earth that has no governments.
Right, but how do we get there? That's what I'm saying.
It's not about chasing that utopia.
How do we imagine that? And like, how do we get there through body neutrality?
Well, part of it is that we're trying to interact with authority as little as possible. That's why we pay our taxes. And so that's the same
we're able to like have the time to dream up these other worlds.
Well, with insurance, and for a minute there, like they were like, we're gonna have mandatory private insurance. So Obamacare, like,
I'm aware,
very, very far from what I would consider to be leftist. It's Obamacare, like, and
private.
You and I are on the same page about that.
Is the key here.
Most of mainstream America,
as opposed to socialize,
is like Obamacare's liberal. Obamacare's a leftist thing. And it's like, no, I mean,
as opposed to socialize.
More people, more people got health insurance, right? More people got some kind of health insurance because we have an insurance system. So it's like, I want people in their day-to-day life to like get health care, right, which is different from insurance.
Correct. Right.
But like, and that was a result of some of that legislation. Like, more poor people got health care.
Okay.
But theoretically, philosophically, like, it's a pretty freaking right-wing concept to be like, there's mandatory payment into private health insurance. So Obamacare is right-wing. Just throwing that out there by any standard, except for the American right-wing standard, right?
Yes, correct.
I mean, I don't think it's like that radical to be like, Joe Biden is way too right-wing for me. That's like a normal, like, even a blue, whatever, rainbow capitalist Democrats, like Joe Biden, pretty moderate, better than Donald Trump. Like, that's the best argument, is like
the lesser of the evils.
Lesser of the evils, right? Anyway, I've been babbling about Eric. I felt worked up, y'all. Jay, tell me how body neutrality fits into this.
I'm gonna do some more research, and I hope that Skull here does some research too.
Yeah, I probably will.
About body neutrality, see if it exists already, see if somebody's talking about it, and we'll report back.
Oh, okay. So that was one topic.
Oh.
So now that body neutrality is one. The other topic is what's going on in basketball.
What's going on in basketball?
So the WNBA season is going.
That's right.
There's some international shit probably happening.
Probably.
I chatted about playing basketball with Sonny tonight.
You did?
Yeah. I was like, hit me up. Like, I want to play. He's like playing with some teenagers. He's like, I was hydrating with beer. I feel like that person always exaggerates and stuff.
Yes.
So I can't, like,
absolutely.
As well as Jessica also does that shit.
Okay.
So like, I was like, I want to play. Hit me up. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's been like a year and a half since I played basketball.
Wow.
Personal basketball update.
And I think that's all we have for this evening.
Yeah, I ran for a little bit.
Joe ran.
Not that long ago. How many minutes ago?
Oh, it's been like 20 minutes.
I probably ran for like 20 seconds, 20 minutes ago, a half an hour ago, something like that.
He was so zippy.
Yeah, zippy. Okay, that's all we got.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Okay, one moment.